Hi guys, Calvin is currently napping, so I might not have like footage of him for today's video, but we'll just have to see. Today I'm doing the 9-month update for him. So he is like full-blown crawling around like a crazy little baby now, and he's moved on from his little army crawl, you know, kind of like wiggling around thing, and he's actually up and going in places all the time. He's trying to climb on everything. He's getting into everything. He has to touch everything. He has to stand up on everything. And he's actually, Justin saw him one time stand for like 4 or 5 seconds, just standing there without leaning on anything. I haven't seen it yet for more than just like a couple seconds, but that's pretty exciting. Like, I can't wait until he's like, because when he starts like walking and stuff, that's like he's like a big grown-up baby, like and he's only this close, you know. I mean, that's like really scary to think that in the next few months he could be like really going places. But I mean, he's into everything already. He's going crazy. He's all over the place. So that's kind of the most exciting thing, I guess, of the update, is that he's legit crawling and going everywhere he wants to go, which I think has reduced his kind of whininess. When he was doing the army crawl thing, when he was kind of rolling over and whatnot but couldn't go places really, he was kind of whiny. If you walked out of the room, you know, he couldn't follow you. He would just be kind of not happy, you know. But since he's been able to get up and moving and follow you around and stuff, he's been a lot calmer and just content to play by himself or to follow you or whatever. He wants to climb the stairs so bad. We live in a 2-story, and my husband made a big fancy cute little, you know, gate for the staircase, which thank goodness for that, because he wants to go up those stairs so bad. He wants to climb on everything. He tries to climb up on the bar stools in our kitchen, you know, like he wants to be up and doing things. Just like, I think it was just like 2 nights ago, I was following behind him as he was crawling up the stairs. He made it like halfway up the stairs before he got distracted and like, you know, leaned back. And I mean, I was there to stop him, you know, but it's kind of scary, you know. You have to always remember to close that gate and keep an eye on him, because he wants to get up those stairs. And he will. Just a few nights ago, Justin was following up behind him all the way up the stairs. He's really good at it, but I mean, he doesn't understand gravity, so you can't just let him do it on his own. This little boy is definitely moving up in the clothes sizes. He's totally in 12 months now, and he even wears 18 months in some things. So he's just a big boy. At our recent pediatrician appointment, which was this past Wednesday, which was a week ago, I guess, he weighed 22 pounds and 3 ounces, and he was 30 inches tall. So he's a big boy. She said he's still following that curve that he needs to be at for a breastfed baby boy who started out at 8 pounds, 6 ounces. He's been chewing on his crib rail, so I've been thinking about just going and buying some fleece and kind of, you know, DIY tying it around the top and whatnot, because there was one day that he went down for a nap, and he came, when I went to go pick him up, he had like white flecks and like white flecks on his shirt, and I'm like, I could not figure it out for the life of me. I'm like, what on earth is this? I put him to sleep with like a little toy that has kind of those like, you know, ruffly baby kind of feeling, you know, scrunchy stuff, and I'm like, maybe the fabric is kind of peeling or the print on the fabric or something, but I could not figure out what it was. And then that weekend, just a few days later, we put him there again to go to sleep, and he had the same issue, and we realized that there's a big old freaking spot on the inside of the crib railing where he's been chewing on it, so the paint was all over him. So now I understand, like, I never used to understand, like, when they, not that it's a funny topic, but in the news where they're like, you know, lead paint is poisonous and bad for babies. I'm like, what babies are eating paint? That doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, babies actually do eat paint. He has learned to pull off hats and sunglasses. He doesn't like to wear those. He's always trying to take stuff off of his head. He's like, I think I mentioned that a couple, maybe last time or the time before, he has discovered his ears, so he'll just like yank on his ears and like yank on his hair and just like touching everything on his head. So a couple weekends ago was my husband's birthday, and me and him went out for dinner just for like maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I don't even think it was that long. And we left Calvin with Grandma and Grandpa, who he doesn't see like all the time, And he does have a little bit of stranger anxiety. When we first got over to their house, which I don't think he's ever been at their house before, he was kind of like, what's going on? And me and Justin were really worried about him like not wanting to stay with grandma and grandpa and us having to like take him out to eat and totally change our plans. Like we were really fearful of that because he's got a little bit of stranger anxiety lately. He still only has his 2 bottom teeth, which he's had since the 7-month mark, I believe. So he hasn't gotten any top ones or any other ones, just those 2 bottom ones, and he likes to bite. Like, I think he's being friendly, but he'll chew on like if he has like a burp cloth or something, he'll just like hold it and like really chew at that thing. When he's laying on the floor and playing with our cat Yuna, who's the only one we have 2 cats, and Yuna really likes him. And he will just tear at her fur, and she's like, whatever, I don't care, she doesn't care. But he's like really rough with her. The other cat she's not having any part of that, so she doesn't hang out with him. He bit my mom the other day. What was it, on her forearm or something? And it was like, I don't know if she bled, but it looked pretty bad. He just like bit her. He's been eating more baby food, and we're trying to keep amping up the baby food consumption. I've been kind of struggling with my milk supply. I've been a couple ounces short of where I need to be, but I'm a couple weeks ahead as far as my frozen, like backup stash. So like I'm still ahead, but it's starting to catch up because I'm like a couple ounces behind what he's taking at grandma's. So I've been kind of like discussing with grandma's about like giving him more baby food and trying to cut out those extra couple ounces per day, because let's just talk about me. I was pumping around 15 ounces per day maybe a month or so ago, but these days I'm at about like 12. So we've got like a 3-ounce difference where it's starting to catch up, and I'm not sure where I want to go from here because we've only got 3 months left, to technically make it to the 1 year to avoid formula, but I don't know how it's going. I'm trying to get the grandmas to feed him more baby food to make up for those just 3 ounces. And I'm trying to pump a little extra. I spent all last weekend pumping like after I fed him and whatnot, and trying to get my supply up a little bit, but it's still pretty steady. So I don't really know where we're gonna go from here. I really want to be able to get to a year without having to supplement a little bit with formula, because from all the stories that I read, I just feel like getting into formula can be a real downward spiral. Like just supplementing a little bit can lead you to supplement a little more, and I just don't want to get into that cycle. I want us to be able to still be doing like our morning and night nursing by the time he's a year old and whatnot, like beyond a year. We'll kind of see how that goes. I don't really know exactly how committed I am to that, but I don't want to just like totally cut him off as soon as we hit the year mark. So we have started a new adventure in cloth diapering lately. Just a few, like 2-3 weeks now we've been into this, and we're just doing it part-time. When he's at the grandma's, he's still wearing disposables, and when he goes to bed, he's still wearing overnight disposables here because he sleeps 10-12 hours here. So I'm kind of afraid of putting him in a cloth diaper for that long of a period of time, but we're just doing it part-time. I'm off on Wednesdays and the weekends, so we're doing it like 3 days a week. And I'm feeling pretty good about it so far. I might do kind of an update here with you guys once I get a little bit more into it, but I did just post a blog post the other night about like our stash and how much it has cost us and what exactly we're using and stuff like that, and our like future prediction on how much it might cost us to newborn, or to cloth diaper a newborn up to a big kid, or bigger baby, So I did post, I just feel like I'm rambling. I posted a blog post down below that has a little bit about our cloth diapering situation. If you guys are interested, check it out down there. But anyway, that's about it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give this a thumbs up if you did like it. Let me know what other kind of mommy stuff you want to see, or other stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time.